has been too late. Reasoning. Okay, fine. Let's start with the vocab sections first, grammar sections first. So choose the correct word to connect the separated and underlined sentences given as Roman number 1 and 2. We have Roman number 1 and 2, and we have to connect these two sentences using the options given below. Okay, the sentence is the term 5G. Which term are we speaking about here? 5G. This 5G term is used to describe the next generation of mobile networks. Now you need to answer one question. Is the 5G an updated model or outdated model? Updated. Updated one. The latest one. Okay. Now look at the second one. Long-term evolution. In short, we call it as a LTE, mobile networks. Now tell me whether the LTE is the old one or the new one. LTE. It is the old one. When you set the network in your mobile phone, you would see LTE, volt and all. Do you know that? LTE works for 2G and 3G, and the latest network is a 5G. Now if you look at this combination here, the term 5G is used to describe the next generation of mobile networks. Long term, that means LTE mobile networks. Now, we are making a comparison. Which is better than these two? Can you tell me? 5G is better. Now look at the combinations that are given here. Are likely and with a view to beyond. Tell me which option can be used as a positive, which sentence can be used as a negative. In a sense, in a general sense, 5G term can be used as a positive. It is just like next generation one. And LTE can be used as a negative one. Now which one can be used here? Look at the first one. Can we use or here? 5G cannot be both next generation and LTE. Not possible. If at all likely is used, you have to use a 2. It is not there. And is it possible? They are not same. We are comparing. Eliminate. With a view to can be used with the ing. Beyond speaks about the comparison. Now let us check with these two options. With a view to, another one is beyond. The term 5G is used to describe the next generation mobile network beyond the long-term evolution. That means beyond LTE in the sense which is better here. 5G is better than the LTE. That is a combination. Another one with a view to long-term evolution mobile network. If at all used with a view to combination, that means 5G network is the cause and LTE is the result. That means LTE is the target. Now can we use this combination? LTE was already produced long back and 5G is the updated one. We cannot even use this terminology. So what can be used only as the answer? Beyond. Next move to 98. Replace the bold word. Where is this bold word? Immediately after the Roman number 2. What is the bold word here? Curbing. Curbing is what? Curbing the network, curbing the problems, curbing the issue. What is that? Reducing, concluding, restricting, limiting. Ivanni kuda synonyms. Okay. Now look at the options. We need a replacement. Replacement in the sense synonym. Look at the option. First one. Restrain in the sense stop. Can we use this or not? Yes. Another one is what here? Release. Release is to start something or stop something? Stop. So release is to start. So it can be only used with the antonym. Limiting, okay. Unrestricted and releasing, again both of them are antonyms. Stifling is unnecessary. Stifling comes with the meaning of anything that stops, but it is stopping the life. It is another meaning of suffocating, which is used for the health related works. So eliminate fifth one, not relevant. Your answer must be 1 or 3. Tell me which is the correct one. Limiting opportunities takeover or curbing the, that means restricting the opportunity takeover of the domestic farms. Domestic farms ante nation lo undevi, rural lo unde vaatni take over chestunnam. Ippudu dini limiting antara, restricting antara. Curbing ante ikkada em meaning vastado cheppandi. Curbing ante danni tagginchadam. Limiting comes with the meaning of negative. Restricting is nothing but just a stopping. Which one is relevant? According to the context, we can go with only restraint. Next, move to 99. Contextual grammatically, which puts the blank. Where is the blank? Look at the beginning one. The cost of the Chinese APIs is cheaper than the Indian ones, even on the Indian market. The depth of the problem was dashed during the COVID-19. Was this given? After the blank, we can use with and before. Once look at the options. What are the options here? hidden, revealed, transmitted, emitted, circulated. All of them are V3s. Okay. Now, if you look at the sentence very carefully, the cost of the Chinese apps is cheaper than Indian ones. We know that we purchase the items. Indian manufactured goods are costlier and Chinese manufactured goods are basically cheaper. Now, same thing we are using for the Chinese APIs, maybe apps related ones, Indian ones in the market. The depth of the problem was dashed during the COVID-19 pandemic when due to travel restrictions, exports of Chinese APIs to India were temporarily restricted. Now, whatever the problem we are speaking about, this problem was dashed during the COVID-19. Now, tell me which one is the correct option. The problem was hidden, the problem was revealed, the problem was transmitted from one place to the another place, the problem was emitted. Do you know the word emission? Emission is used with the pollution. Not relevant. Next, another one is what here? Circulated. What do we circulate? We circulate the news. We circulate the newspaper. Not relevant. Now tell me your answer. Is it transmitted? Problem was transmitted. Problem was revealed. Problem was hidden. Tell me your answer. When all the imports and exports are stopped to China, from China to India, previously people used to buy all the Chinese products. Now when no input was there, immediately then they realized how Chinese goods are used in India. Now is it called as something which is hidden or revealed? Revealed. The problem was known to the people. The problem was known to the people. The problem, what is the problem here? All the goods were stopped, not entering into India. Imports were stopped. So immediately people understood the problem with the imports and exports. Now is it hidden or revealed? Revealed. Next module 100. There may be an error in the highlighted sentence. Where is the highlighted sentence here? Look at this one. Sentence is very lengthy, but let me simplify this for you. I will read it. You don't need to read it. The major difference. Is there any error? No. The major difference in India's trade with the US and China. What are we speaking about here? Difference. The difference is this subject verb combination. What is the difference? The difference is that while India enjoys a trade surplus, what is the verb form here? V5. Trade surplus with the US. With China, India has a trade deficit of so and so billion, the highest for no other country. First, focus on the tense. What is the tense that is mentioned here? Here it is a V5, has can be used as a V1. That means the tense is same. We don't have any tense error. Can you find any subject verb agreement error here? No. Can you find any other error relevant to this? No. One more thing that you may think is while is there immediately ing. Remember that is only possible for 99%. Remember this point. Chala mandi emanuntarante sir while kanipinchina prati daggara ing. Remember this. Sometimes we have some exceptions. When toni kuda ing use cheyochu, while toni kuda ed use cheyochu. Only while toni ing, when toni ed ani గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. చాలా exceptions ఉంటాయి English లో. 99% of the cases we can use ing, but there are exceptions where you can use other verbs also. So in this case there is no error. We can say there is no major error also because we don't find any error. Next one, word usage. What is the word there? What is the word there? Screen. Okay. What is the answer? What is the answer? What is the parts of speech of scream? What form? We know. Okay, fine. Read the first one. There was more screaming and yelling. Screaming and yelling రెండు ఏంటండి ఇక్కడ synonyms. Scream అన్నా yell అన్నా గట్టి గట్టిగా బిగ్గర రావడం. Contextual correct గానే ఉంది కదా? Okay. తర్వాత come to 2-1. The video footage of an incident showed that onlookers. Do you know who are onlookers? The people who stand there and witness something. ఏదైనా జరుగుతున్నప్పుడు పక్కన నిలబడి చూసినా onlookers అంటారు. Video footage of an incident showed onlookers screaming and trying to extinguish fire. ఒక ఫైర్ స్టార్ట్ అయింది, వాళ్ళు అక్కడ స్క్రీమ్ చేస్తున్నారు, ఫైర్ ని ఆపేయాలని ట్రై చేస్తున్నారు. యూ చేంజ్ అనేది ఎందుకు వాళ్ళు స్క్రీమ్ చేస్తున్నారు ఇక్కడ? బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫైర్ ఇన్సిడెంట్, ఫైర్ యాక్సిడెంట్. ఇస్ ఇట్ కాంటెక్చువల్ ఆర్ నాట్? ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్ కమ్ టు 3. థర్డ్ లో ఏముంది అక్కడ మనకు? స్టోరీస్ ఆఫ్ దర్ ఎక్స్ప్లాయిట్స్ వుడ్ పాస్ ఫ్రమ్ స్ట్రీట్ టు స్ట్రీట్ ఇన్ ఏ ఫైర్ స్ట్రామ్ ఆఫ్ స్క్రీమ్ అండ్ రూమర్. ఇక్కడ మనం కేర్ఫుల్ గా చూడండి రెండు వర్డ్. ఆర్ దే రెలవెంట్ వర్డ్స్? వాట్ ఈస్ ద రూమర్? Spreads in a loud way or without loud way, like with gossips and all? Gossips is called as the rumor and scream is called as the shout one. Now tell me what is the answer? Huh? Okay, first of all tell me, is this contextual in this? No, not contextual. Now tell me what is the answer? Are 1 and 2 contextual? Yes. Now tell me what is the answer? Is your answer 4? Is your answer 4? What is given on the top? You have to find the incorrect ones. Direction is all important. What are the incorrect ones only? Third one. That is the answer. Next one. 1 or 2. What is the word? Appellate. Appellate is both adjective and also it is no word. It is only noun and adjective. Write down the meaning of this appellate. It is adjective. 18 is the word. It's not with 18. It is only adjective or noun. Write down the meaning. A decision taken by panel. A decision taken by a panel. Basically, judgment. First of all, I want you to find out the parts of speech. First, try to find out these 2 parts of speech. Look at the first one. What is the first one? Appellate committees. This is adjective plus a noun combination. Okay. Look at the next one. What is the next one? Appellation procedure. Procedure is noun. Appellation is also noun. Can we use a combination? No. Next, what else is there? Appellating decisions. Remember, in English there is no form as ing with appellate. ing plus appellate form in English. Eliminate even 3. So what must be your answer? Only 1 and 3. Sorry, 2 and 3. 2 and 3 and 10 was fifth one. Next, move to 3. What is the word here? Flagrant. Flagrant parts of speech. Adjective. Write down the meaning. Offensive. Is offensive positive word or negative word? Negative. Okay. Now first of all look at the parts of speech, right? Okay, look at the first one. 2 flagrantly polymorphous. Polymorphous is purely an adjective. Flagrantly changed to adverb. Adverb form kuda undi. No problem. So according to the parts of speech, first one looks good. First one is fine. Look at the next one. Everybody should avoid flagrant evangelism. Do you know what is evangelism? Evangelism అంటే తెలుసా? Evangelism అంటే ఒక దాన్ని ప్రీచ్ చేయడం. Preaching ఉంటుంది, religion preaching evangelism అని అంటారు. But people should avoid flagrant evangelism అన్నారు. అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి ఇక్కడ? అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి? ఎలాంటి evangelism అవాయిడ్ చేయాలి? నెగటివ్ evangelism అంటే అఫెన్సివ్ గా వేరే వాళ్ళని తిడుతూ వేరే వాళ్ళని లైక్ అబ్యూస్ చేస్తూ ఉండే evangelism ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో ఆ evangelism ని ఆపాలి అంటున్నారు. Evangelism is a noun form. Flagrant is so for adjective. Parts of speech wise it is good. Second one is fine. Look at the third one. What is the third one? Flagrantly smuggling. Look at this combination. Somebody has to prevent something. Prevent what here? Smuggling. Ikkada smuggling ఏమవుతుంది? Noun form. Flagrant ఏమవుతుంది? Adverb. Can we add adverb and noun form? No. That means our answer must contain third option. Now second option correct గా ఉందో లేదో చూస్తే మనకు ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది. Educators also agreed that religion courses, see just before I had told you, evangelism అనేది religion preaching related. Whether elective or mandatory, నువ్వు ఏ రిలీజియన్ అయినా సరే నువ్వు తీసుకో, ఎలా అయినా ప్రీచ్ అయ్యి, బట్ యూ షుడ్ అవాయిడ్ ఫ్లాగ్రాంట్ ఎవాంజలిజం. వాట్ డస్ ఇట్ మీన్? అబ్యూసివ్ ఎవాంజలిజం చేయకూడదు, దాన్ని అవాయిడ్ చేయాలి. సెంటెన్స్ కరెక్ట్ గానే ఉంది కదా? రైట్. That means if first one is fine, second one is fine, what must be your answer? Third one. Next move to 104. Deleterious. Deleterious, you can use it. Write down parts of speech. Write down the meaning. Harmful. Something which is harmful. First, can you find out the parts of speech here? First time on the deleterious consequences, noun and adjective. Parts of speech okay na kada? Yes. Have been. Been forms are also used with the adjectives, but here what is given here? Verb form. Before the verb form, what is given here? Adverb. So adverb and verb ikkada okay kada? Yes or no? Yes. Tarvata inkoti em unnadu? Impacted deleteriously అన్నాడు. అంటే ఇవి రెండు కూడా మనకి ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతాయి? Adverb forms and adverb also modifies in this combination. That means according to the parts of speech everything is good. Now everything is good, what do you have to do? Huh? You have to check the context. If all parts of speech are good, we check the context. Read the first one. What is the first one there? An exercise of the animal propensities for whatever purpose would have deleterious consequences in all aspects of the life. ఈ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ ఆఫ్ యానిమల్ ప్రొపెన్సిటీస్ అని అంటే ఎక్సర్సైజ్ అని అంటే ఇక్కడ అర్థం ఏంటంటే ఫిజికల్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ కాదు, ఏదో ఒక యాక్షన్ చేయడాన్ని కూడా ఎక్సర్సైజింగ్ ఆఫ్ ద డ్యూటీస్ అని అంటారు. యూ షుడ్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ యువర్ డ్యూటీస్ అంటే యూ షుడ్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ యువర్ డ్యూటీస్ అని. సో యానిమల్ ప్రొపెన్సిటీ చేస్తున్న వాళ్ళకి ఖచ్చితంగా ఫర్దర్గా హార్మ్ఫుల్ కాన్సిక్వెన్సెస్ ఉంటాయి. సెంటెన్స్ మీనింగ్ఫుల్ ఉంది కదా. తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఏమింది ఇక్కడ, however in the same way as pathological fear and anxiety are debilitating, excessive and prolonged sickness behavior may be deleterious. ఎక్కువ రోజులు అలాగే సిక్నెస్ స్ట్రాంగ్ గా ఉందనుకోండి, that may change it into the harmful disease. Second sentence is also fine. Move to third one. His kidneys failure may be deleterious అన్నాడు కదా, ఇక్కడ adjective combination మనం మిస్ అయిపోయింది. Move to third one. His kidney failure has not yet impacted deleteriously, అంటే అంత హార్మ్ఫుల్ గా ఇంకా ఇంపాక్ట్ అవ్వలేదు on other systems, but many other people have been deleteriously affected. ఇతను ఇంకా హార్మ్ఫుల్ అవ్వలేదు కానీ వేరే వాళ్ళు మాత్రం హార్మ్ఫుల్ అయింది. Now tell me what can be your answer? Fifth one. So this is how, when all the parts of speech are good, please check the meaning, that means context, otherwise you will miss answer. Next one, we got this type of question when yesterday, right? Yesterday, is it? Okay. First, I want you to read the vocabulary first, not the context. First, read the vocabulary. Can you read that? First one, where? Second one, against. Third one, by which. Fourth one, whereby. Fifth one, reviving. Sixth one, violation. Seventh one, affluent. Eighth one, wearing, alliance. That is the last one. Can you find out the synonyms in this? Coalition and alliance, ఇవి రెండు కూడా ఏ మీనింగ్ ఇస్తాయి ఇక్కడ? టు హ్యావ్ ఎ యూనిఫికేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద టూ గ్రూప్స్. అలయన్స్ అంటారు. allies అనే వర్డ్ గుర్తుంది కదా మీకు. వాట్ డు యు మీన్ బై allies? పొలిటికల్ ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఓకే, coalition and alliance both come with the same synonyms. Now anything else? Anything else? Mark these two words, by which, whereby. These were also synonyms. Whereby is something just like the meaning of by which, because of which అనే మీనింగ్, by which అంటే దాని వల్ల, అందువల్ల అనే మీనింగ్. ఇంకెక్కడన్నా వేరేమన్నా కాంబినేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయా? వేరింగ్ కానీ, రివైవింగ్, అగేన్స్ట్. డూ యు నో వాట్ ఈస్ అఫ్లుయెంట్? రిచ్, ఫేమస్, వెల్దీ. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు సెంటెన్స్ చూద్దాం. నౌ వాట్ ఈస్ ద సెంటెన్స్? ఫిన్లాండ్, it has a political tradition dash the largest party gets the first chance to form the government. Finland lo they have one rule, whatever the largest party is in the country, it has to form the government immediately. Now tell me which options can be used here. Dash the largest party, we are speaking about what here? Finland. Finland has a political tradition, we are speaking also about the tradition. This tradition dash the largest party. Now we are speaking about the tradition, what can be used? Tell me here. By which, whereby. I am giving you two options. Another one is where, another one is wherein. If at all your subject is Finland, అంటే మీరు ఫిన్లాండ్ గురించి ఇక్కడ మాట్లాడతారు ఈ సెంటెన్స్ లో. టాపిక్ ఫిన్లాండ్ గురించే. ఈ సెంటెన్స్ లో ఫిన్లాండ్ గురించి మాట్లాడితే యువర్ ఆన్సర్ కెన్ బి యూజ్డ్ బిట్వీన్ వేరిన్ అండ్ వేర్. ఇఫ్ ఎట్ ఆల్ యు ఆర్ స్పీకింగ్ అబౌట్ వన్ ట్రెడిషన్, ఆ ట్రెడిషన్ లో ఈ విధంగా జరుగుతుంది అని మాట్లాడితే then your answer comes with the whereby and by which. Now tell me, are we speaking about the Finland country or are we speaking about one particular tradition which is different? We are speaking about the tradition. What is the tradition here? Largest party forms the government. That is a tradition. Okay. Now your answer comes with both the 3 and the 4. Next, continuation shown. What is the continuation? With the NCP emerging as the largest, it will, under the leadership of Petri Popo, 53. What does it mean by 53? Age. Attempt to form a or an government. Now tell me your answer. Tell me your answer. What can we use? Now can you eliminate any one option based on A and an? Can you tell me if you can eliminate any option based on A and an? No. Why? Both A is possible and is also possible. Now when the combination government is there, we can use adjective or compound noun. Tell me which is possible. Against not possible, reviving not possible, wherein not possible. What is possible here? Coalition and alliance. Coalition and alliance government in the sense it takes the help of other people and form the government. This fellow is forming a new government. Next one, If Mr. Orpo succeeds, he could be the Finland's next Prime Minister. Now look at the sentence very carefully. What is given here? If. If this fellow succeeds, why does he need to get succeeded? Why does he need to get succeeded? Look at the beginning sentence. Largest party. If some party has to become largest party, it has to take the help of other small parties, and that comes with the meaning of coalition and alliance. If at all this fellow succeeds in bringing all those parties to his side, that means he forms a biggest party. ఒకవేళ దాంట్లో succeed అయ్యాడంటే, if he gets succeed in this form of unification, then he could be the Finland's next Prime Minister. ఈ combination of series చేయాలి. Largest party కి ruling వస్తుంది. Largest party అవ్వాలంటే వీడు ఏం చేయాలి? He has to bring other small parties together. If he gets succeed in bringing these parties, then he becomes the Prime Minister. Okay. Next, continuation. The elections were dominated by the debates over the economy. Mr. Opal led powerful campaign, dash left learning, Miss marrying social democratic. అంటే ఒక పార్టీకి వ్యతిరేకంగా ఇతను ఏదో క్యాంపెయిన్ స్టార్ట్ చేశారు. పవర్ఫుల్ క్యాంపెయిన్. టెల్ మీ ఆన్సర్. విచ్ వన్ కెన్ బి యూజ్ దర్? Against. ఇంకేమైనా యూజ్ చేయొచ్చా? లేదు. Campaign is done against somebody. Right. Next one. Continuation. From where can we start here? Look at this. With the Finnish government, once look at this combination. One is Finland, that is not. What is Finnish? Adjective. India, noun. Indian, adjective. That is what we must understand. It is not a new word, but the word, the adjective which is derived from the noun. Okay, this type of adjective is called as what? Proper adjective. Adjectives which are turned out to be taken from the proper nouns are called as proper adjectives. Okay. Now, with the Finnish economy yet to recover from the shocks administered by the pandemic, Ms. Marin sought to invest employment creation by raising taxes on the dash. Look at the situation very carefully. See, there are two people contesting in the elections. Who is one fellow here? Mr. Orpo. Who is another person here? Miss Marin. Now, Miss Marin sought to invest. Invest where? Invest in the employment creation by doing what? By raising the taxes. By raising the taxes on whom? On the dash. After the what do we need actually? Noun is needed. Now already 6 and 9 are already out. What else is out? Against is out. Other one. By which, whereby is out. Now tell me what is the answer. We have only 4 options. One is where, another one is affluent, another one is reviving, another one is wearing. Can you tell me 2 options here? Where and wearing, out of both of them are out. Now the is followed by reviving or affluent. Tell me the answer. Can you tell me the parts of speech of the word affluent? After adjective, do you have any continuation? That is full stop. That is full stop. Now, you should be very careful with this rule. The with adjective, it is equal to do you remember this? For example, we have positive degrees like poor, rich and all. Can you change these degrees into comparative and superlative? Poor, what is comparative? Poorer, what is superlative? Poorest. Richer, richest. This is one category where we use in the comparative degrees. But remember very carefully, when these 2 adjectives are used with only the, without any further combination of noun, they both give the meaning of plural noun. When we say the poor, we are speaking about all the poor people. When we say the rich, we are speaking about the all rich people. When we say the affluent, we are speaking about the all affluent people. Now this candidate wants to get the taxes by imposing more tax on whom? On the affluent. On the affluent in the sense on all the rich people. కొన్నిసార్లు మనం చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. రిచ్ వాళ్ళు ఎవరైతే ఉంటారో మీరు ఎక్కువ బిజినెస్ చేశారనుకోండి, ఏం చేయాలా? ఎక్కువ ట్యాక్స్ కట్టాలి. ఎక్కువ ట్యాక్స్ మీ మీద వేస్తూ ఉంటారు. So this guy or this lady tried to get taxes from the rich people. But Mr. Orpo, a self-styled fiscal conservative, played on Finnish fears about raising public debt, which had spiked to 70% of GDP since Ms. Marin became Prime Minister in 2019. Now he campaigned on a plank of reducing government debt through spending cuts. Some other fellow is elected. Now immediately he has one plan. What his plan is reduce government debt. How? Through spending cuts. What do you mean spending cuts? What do you mean by spending cut? See, for example, you get 10,000 rupees every month. Let us say you are making use of 5,000 rupees every month. Now you want to save your money. Now what do? You cut your spendings. Cut your spending in the sense you don't spend more. Now this fellow, if at all he wants to reduce government debt, government has so much debt. To reduce the government debt, now this fellow is trying to spending cuts. Spending cuts in the sense government should not spend more so that it can save the money. And also dash the economy with lower income taxes. Tell me your answer. What is remaining now? Wherein reviving? Tell me your answer. Lower income tax ఏదైతే రేట్స్ ఉన్నాయో ఆ రేట్స్ ని రివైవ్ చేస్తారు. రివైవ్ చేస్తారంటే he may increase the taxes, get more money from the people, spend less money from the government. What happens now? What happens now? The debt decrease. That means economy improves. ప్రజల నుండి ఎక్కువ ట్యాక్స్ తీసుకున్నాడు. ఆ ట్యాక్స్ తీసుకోవడానికి ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నాడంటే వీడు దిస్ ఫెలో ఇస్ రివైవింగ్ ద ట్యాక్స్ రేట్స్. రివైవింగ్ ట్యాక్స్ రేట్స్ అంటే ఏంటని అర్థము? ట్యాక్స్ రేట్స్ ని చేంజ్ చేయడం. బేసికల్లీ ఇక్కడ ఇంక్రీజ్ అనే మీనింగ్ తీసుకోవాలి. అండ్ ఇంకోటి ఏం చేస్తున్నారు ఇక్కడ? స్పెండింగ్ కట్స్. స్పెండింగ్ కట్స్ అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి? ఈ డజంట్ వాంట్ టు స్పెండ్ మోర్. గవర్నమెంట్ డజంట్ వాంట్ టు స్పెండ్ మోర్ బట్ టేక్ మోర్ taxes so that they increase the country's finance, the economy. So answer comes with what here? Fifth one. So we are looking at a political situation here where two people are fighting for the position and both of their aim is to only improve the economy of the country. So one fellow has one type of style where he wants to only impose tax on the rich people, but this fellow has two styles: spend less, get more taxes. So we are speaking about two ideologies. Next, move to next one. You should tell me these answers, okay? I won't tell this. Can you find any grammatical combinations with ending parts? It is on the A. The last few years of the ruling party has created a what? A sense of insecurity, A and education, A which offers, which is combination correct? Sense of insecurity within the community. Ruling party has created some insecurity. What is the pair we can use here? BD. How many pairs are there? Only second one. Can you find any no rearrangement required? No. So what is your answer? Absolutely second one. Move to triple one. Can you find any combination with the ending parts again here? Workplaces was. Once look at this. The change will have far-reaching consequences for the city as the anomaly of 24/7 workplaces was. Continuation. Tell me your answer. Change was. Continuation. ఏమి చేయొచ్చు ఇక్కడ? 24/7 అంటే దేని గురించి మాట్లాడు? ఇక్కడ టైం పీరియడ్ గురించి మాట్లాడు. వేర్ ఇస్ దట్? నాట్ కాన్స్టెంట్ విత్ ద రెస్టారెంట్స్ అండ్ షాప్స్ బీయింగ్ ఫోర్స్ షట్ డౌన్ బై 11 PM to 12 PM. మనం ఇక్కడ దేని గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాము? 24 వర్క్ ప్లేసెస్, 24/7. ఇక్కడ మన రెస్టారెంట్స్ ఏమున్నాయి? మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ దే ఆర్ షట్ డౌన్ బై సో అండ్ సో టైం. అంటే పేరు ఏం రావాలి మనకి ఇక్కడ? యాక్చువల్గా ఏడీ రావాలి. యూ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ ఏడీ పేర్? ఏడీ పేర్ ఎప్పుడు ఉంది? C లో. లెట్ us finalize with C here. Can you read C here? Declining the plea to transfer the C's out West Bengal. ఏం చెప్తుంది ఇక్కడ? The court said the power to transfer cases under section 406. You are arrested under this section అంటారు. ఇది మనకు తెలిసిన లాజికే కదా. సో వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఆన్సర్? అబ్సల్యూట్లీ థర్డ్ వన్. మూవ్ టు 112. యా. Any combination that we can use? Education department. Any context related to education department? Equipping teachers, gearing up for the new academic years, officials at the helm of the school education department equipping teachers with the adequate training. Okay, AD pair undi, but we need to still think about it. We have all AD. Let us check with B. B lemonar at the behest of him who is keen on changing the face of the schools in the government sector by scaling what? By scaling between ecology and economy. No. ఒకసారి సి ఎండింగ్ లో వస్తారా? వాట్ ఈస్ దర్ ఇన్ సి ఎండింగ్? కాన్ఫ్లిక్ట్ అంటే ఫైట్ వాట్? ఫైట్ బిట్వీన్ ఎకాలజీ అండ్ ఎకానమీ. సో వన్ పేర్ దట్ వీ కెన్ మేక్ అబ్సల్యూట్లీ ఫైన్ ఈస్ CF. We have both CF and AD, CF, AD. What's the answer? What is the answer? Fourth option. Why fourth option? Here we are speaking about the education. Here we are speaking about the conflict between economy and ecology. Next, move to 113. I think it is easy. Look at this international price. Where we can connect this? The Indian American statistician Kalyam Pudi, right? Radhakrishnan Rao has been awarded 2023 International Prize in Statistics. Statistics. What is one pair that we can use? BF. How many BF are there? 3 are there. 2, 4 and 5. Now we have to check for let us once check for CE and CD. Okay, that is possible. September 10 is an occasion to celebrate not only combination but also what is one pair that we can use here? C with the E. C and time down fifth one. Let us finalize it with the BF. Sorry, AD sorry. The first half of the 20th century was a golden period of the statistical theory in general. Continuation and Rao is undoubtedly one of the reasons for this being the case. For this being the case ante golden period annaru kada. Ee golden period avvadaniki Rao kuda oka reason cheptunnaru. So absolutely we can use the fifth one. Move to 114, find the error. Easy error, right? Easy error, right or not? Commonly confused words answer. There is no error in the highlighted part. First make sure of that. After distributing tabs to the students and distributing and equipping in the classroom, equip from the combination with interactive flat panels and smart TVs, and challenge. Finally, the challenge is to make the teachers adept for handling the new technologies. What is the answer? What is the spelling? ADAPT, or another one is ADOPT, another one is ADEPT. What is the difference? First given word ఏంటి ఇక్కడ adapter. ఇంకా రెండు వర్డ్స్ ఏమున్నాయి? adapter, ఇంకొకటి adapter. Okay, now tell me the answer. First parts of speech చెప్తారా? ఫస్ట్ దానికి parts of speech ఏంటి? Adapter. Now, what is adapter? Skilled person, one who is proficient in doing something, much experience in it. Remaining ఎక్కువగా మనకు ఈ డిఫరెన్స్ తెలియనప్పుడు ఇక్కడ మీకు కీ కూడా ఇస్తాను. E is nothing but experienced person. ఆ షార్ట్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. O refers to offense. A refers to action. Action ante idi verb. Idi kuda verb but difference. Remember in this step. Now, however, the first one is wrong. We don't need a DEPT. Now, tell me which is the correct one. Is it second word or third word? Third word. That means you have to modify, you have to change yourself into new circumstances. Children ki tabs ichar bagane undi. Teachers ka ela ichar teliyadu kada. That means teachers you have to get adopted. Adopted ante ikkada em vastundi manaki ikkada ADAPT. So answer comes with which option? That is fourth one. Next, move to 115. The Prime Minister spent one of his mornings at the scenic Bandipur Tiger Reserve where he went on a jeep safari and got a glimpse of the wildlife, natural beautification and biodiversification. First of all, the Prime Minister spent is which were from here? V2. One of another plural noun, mornings plural noun can be used at the scenic Bandipur Tiger Reserve. This where ante deనికి refer ikkada Tiger Reserve place where he refers to Prime Minister. Went is which were from here? V2. Tense change ఏమన్నా లేదు. Went on a jeep safari and got again V2. Got a glimpse అంటే అలా చూడడం, అలా అలా పైపైన చూసుకుంటారు. Glimpse of the wildlife, natural beautification and biodiversification. Tell me the answer. అలా చూసి వచ్చారు. ఏం చూసి వచ్చారు? బ్యూటిఫికేషన్ చూసారా, బ్యూటీని చూసారా, న్యాచురల్ బ్యూటీని చూసాడు. డైవర్సిఫికేషన్ చూసారా, న్యాచురల్ డైవర్సిటీని చూసారా. డైవర్సిటీ అంటే ఎన్ని రకాల పక్షులు జంతువులు ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయో డైవర్సిటీని అంతా చూసి వచ్చాడు. ఇట్స్ నాట్ బ్యూటిఫికేషన్ అండ్ డైవర్సిఫికేషన్, ఇస్ బ్యూటీ అండ్ డైవర్స్. Both of them come with only D. Went on అంటే ఇక్కడ అర్థం ఏంటంటే కంటిన్యూడ్ సీయింగ్ ఆల్ దిస్. అందుకే ఇక్కడ ఏమని చెప్పానంటే గ్లిమ్స్ అంటే ఒక దగ్గర ఉండి చూడడం కాదు. వెంట్ ఆన్, గో ఆన్ అంటారు, ఐడియా ఉందా? గో ఆన్ అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి, ఇక్కడ అలా వెళ్తూనే ఉండడం, కంటిన్యూ అవ్వడం. ఇక్కడ వెంట్ ఆన్ అంటే అలా వెళ్తూనే వెళ్ళిపోయాడు అన్నమాట, ఒక దగ్గర ఆగలేదు. ఆన్ ఎ జీప్ హీ వాస్ అండ్ హీ కంటిన్యూడ్ గోయింగ్, హీ కంటిన్యూడ్ మూవింగ్. See, do you know this one? Parades లో జీప్ లో నిల్చుంటారు, ఐడియా ఉందా? జీప్ లో నిల్చుంటారు, అలా సర్కిల్ వేసుకుంటారు. దిస్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ టు గో ఆన్. Go on ante to continue the procession like that. So he did not stay at one place, he continued to do something. Next one, move to 116. When you are face to face, it is much easier to interrupt because they can see you are interrupting, and 9 times out of 10 they yield. But in Zoom you can't see that. The reading based sentence. It's not grammatical based sentence actually, it is reading based sentence. Look at this. When you are face to face, let us say I am saying this sentence, okay? నేను మీకు చెప్తున్నాను అనుకోండి, I am the speaker, you are the listener, okay? I am telling you, when you are face to face, it is much easier to interrupt because they can see you. అంగ వాళ్ళు నేను చూస్తారు, they can see you that you are interrupting. When you are face to face, they can find out that you are interrupting. And continuation, and 9 times out of 10 they yield. But in Zoom you cannot see them. నువ్వు తప్పు చేసిన ప్రతిసారి వాళ్ళు నిన్ను చూస్తూ ఉంటారు ఫేస్ టు ఫేస్ అయితే. లెట్ us say face to face ఇంటర్వ్యూ అనుకుందాం. Now if you make small error, you would be immediately caught or not? Yes. But in Zoom what happens? In Zoom what happens? Directly they see you face to face. In Zoom, now read the sentence. Face to face they can directly see you, they find out what you are doing. And in Zoom they cannot see you, not you cannot see them, they cannot find out what you are doing. Actually reading based, pronouns reverse చేశారు అంతే, అక్కడ pronouns reverse చేశారు. In direct combination, direct interviews and all, they find out what you are doing. In indirect, that means in Zoom combinations, Zoom meetings, they don't see what you are doing. ఇది reading based అంత స్టాండర్డ్ గ్రామటికల్ ఎర్రర్ కాదు. ఇది దీని గ్రామటికల్ ఎర్రర్ తీసుకోలేము, చదివిన అర్థం కాదు కాబట్టి. బట్ కరెక్ట్ దట్ సెంటెన్స్. నెక్స్ట్ మూవ్ టు 117. The tough interviewer who can boldly challenge their subject's opinions to his face or prod them relentlessly to answer an uncomfortable question, and so till they break, creating a minor sensation for headlines. Okay. Now, first of all, the tough interviewer, singular or plural? This fellow who can boldly challenge their subject's opinions to his face. Tell me your answer. Interviewer is singular or plural? Singular. Prod them relentlessly అన్నారు ఇక్కడ. Now look at this combination. Opinions to his face అన్నారు. ఇప్పుడు మనకు రావాల్సిన కాంబినేషన్ ఏంటో ఇక్కడ కేర్ఫుల్గా చూడండి. I will underline certain words. I am underlining there, I am underlining his, I am underlining them. Tell me your answer. It is not their subject's opinions, it is his subject opinion. ప్రొనౌన్ ఎవరి గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నామంటే ఇంటర్వ్యూయర్. ఇప్పుడు ఇమీడియట్గా కొంతమంది అమ్మాయిలు వచ్చి ఏమంటారంటే ఆ ఇంటర్వ్యూయర్ హర్ కూడా అవ్వచ్చు దాంట్లో. When there is a neutral case in English, you first give preference to only masculine gender, not to feminine gender. And why not feminine అన్నారంటే మళ్ళీ అలా కాదు. Feminine is accepted but grammatically only masculine. Spoken purpose feminine is also accepted. Error comes with this part. And remember these two questions, the previous question like 116 and 112 questions, both of them are April 7th Hindu. April 7th, April 7th enrollment, 4-5 days back. This was taken from them, and this is the sentence, this is the news written regarding to regarding a book, the book which is released by do you know Arun Thapar, the most senior journalist in India. Haven't you seen it? Arun Thapar. Today is one of his videos is going viral. Even today, one of his videos is going viral. The video, the interview with the ex-Jammu and Kashmir governor. They both started to discuss about the incident which happened in Jammu and Kashmir during the Pulwama attack. So there was an interview released today, just today. So that he is Thapar, Arun Thapar, and he is very like senior most journalist in India. So he has written in a book how an interview must take place and all. So both of these sentences speak about the interview. Next one, move to 118. The best-selling Harry Potter series author J.K. Rowling links the antagonist which shall not be named. Answer dorikin already. Ending. We are speaking about whom here? Antagonist. Opposite into antagonist ki protagonist. Protagonist antagonist ante telusa? Who is an antagonist? Who is a protagonist? Who is a protagonist? Who is a protagonist? Don't think the protagonist is a hero. Protagonist is never a hero. Protagonist is a person on whom the whole movie runs. Let it be hero, villain, or comedy character, doesn't mean. Evaru meedanayithe movie mottam run avutundo, that fellow becomes a protagonist. And one who is opposite to this main character, that fellow becomes the antagonist. Very simple. Okay. Now this antagonist is a person or non-living? Person, living. Living must be used with which relative pronoun? Who, not which. Move to 119. Connect the sentences. Watch any interview with the party leader. He is never really changed with the criticisms the opposition may have made. Ye interview chusna sare political party leaders ane alatha em chusna sare, that fellow is never changed. Now he is really never changed is positive or negative here? Negative sentence. Watch any interview like a suggestion, it can be considered as a positive. Look at the first one. First one is starting with the if you watch. Can you connect the sentence? Absolutely. Can you read it? If you watch any interview with the party leader, continuation, comma and continue. He is always or he is never really changed. First one is absolutely fine. Your answer is 1, 3 or 4. Let us check with B and the C. Look at this. B is starting with the watched any interview. Watched any interview or watched any interview? Watched any interview. That's what we see in the beginning. B is out. Option 3 is also out. Your answer is 4 or 1. Although combines what type of statements? Contrast statements. Although you watch any interview with the party leader, he is never changed. Is it suitable or not? Yes. So answer comes with the 4th one. Go to 120. The West Bengal government suddenly in 2021 ordered the public prosecutor to withdraw the prosecution against the accused. Government changed the public prosecutor. Okay, you don't do that. Withdraw. Then accusation thesis one. The Calcutta High Court proactively stepped in and annulled the government notification. ఈ కలకత్తా హైకోర్టు కూడా ఇమీడియట్ గా స్టెప్ ఇన్ అయింది, అంటే దాంట్లో ఇన్వాల్వ్ అయిపోయి ఆ గవర్నమెంట్ ఇచ్చిన నోటిఫికేషన్ కూడా రిజెక్ట్ చేసేసింది. లుక్ ఎట్ ద ఫస్ట్ వన్. అగేన్స్ట్ ద అక్యూజ్డ్ ద వెస్ట్ బెంగాల్ గవర్నమెంట్ సడన్లీ ఇన్ 2021 ఆర్డర్ ద పబ్లిక్ ప్రాసిక్యూటర్ టు విత్డ్రా ద ప్రాసిక్యూషన్. అన్లైక్ అని అన్నారు ఇక్కడ. ఇప్పుడు అన్లైక్, లైక్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఏం చెప్తాయి? కంపారిజన్ చెప్తాయి. ఆర్ యూ యూజింగ్ ఎనీ కంపారిజన్ హియర్? నో. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఏముంది? యాజ్ ద కల్కత్తా హైకోర్ట్, కంటిన్యూషన్ ఏముంది ఇక్కడ? కల్కత్తా హైకోర్ట్ ప్రోయాక్టివ్లీ స్టెప్డ్ ఇన్ అండ్ యాన్యువల్ ద గవర్నమెంట్ నోటిఫికేషన్ అండర్ అని అన్నారు ఇక్కడ. అండర్ వచ్చినట్టు ఒకళ్ళ కింద అని. ఒకవేళ సుప్రీం, ఇప్పుడు మనకు ఈ హైకోర్ట్ అనేది ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ వర్కింగ్ అండర్ ద గవర్నమెంట్, దెన్ వీ కెన్ యూజ్ దిస్ సెంటెన్స్. నౌ హూ ఈస్ ఇన్ టాప్, గవర్నమెంట్ ఆర్ కోర్ట్? Is it government in top or court is in top? Court is in top. If you use this sentence, then it becomes reverse. The court itself is under the ruling of the state and legislature. So it is absolutely out. Next one, with the annual government. Where is this annual government? Look at this. Annual government notification. Continuation cheppandi okasari. Is this meaningful? No. So what can you go for here? 5th one. Next. Let me once take you back to 90. is this? Yeah, 90. We can do 90. Let me tell you one thing before going to 90. This 90 is taken from April 9th. This is the reason I tell you daily, but you guys don't understand what I said. This is taken from April 9th in the newspaper. Go to question number 86. Question number 86, taken from April 9th newspaper, Hindu. Question number 87, 88, below that is taken from April 6th, Hindu again. Okay. Go to the RC. The RC is taken from the Economist. RC is taken from the Economist recently. I don't know the date. Everything is from the newspapers only. That's what, like, whoever the faculty comes, we tell you, you no need to focus on grammar anymore because you are already good with the grammar. The only thing that you have to focus is on improving your reading skill. If you lack reading skill, don't expect to crack the mains. You may crack the mains, but you won't get good marks in English for the overall score. So many people are clearing the cutoff, but they are unable to go with the total cutoff. Total cutoff clear. The only problem is we don't get so many marks in English if you don't get good reading skill. That is the reason. Whenever I come to class, what do I tell you? Just read. Nothing doing. Just read. Read what? Newspaper. And you ask me, sir, this question matter adigaadu emotundakada, you improve your reading skill. That's it. You will read very fast. You will understand it. Okay, whatever, we have a small paragraph here. This paragraph has 3 Roman numbers, Roman number 1, 2, 3, and in these 3 Roman numbers you may find some errors, grammatical errors. Okay, this is where you will come across how important the context is. Can you read the first sentence, the highlighted sentence? That's it. Can you start reading? Read it. Together please, once again. Mughals, okay. If at all you want to understand the history of India, you cannot understand the history of India keeping the Mughal chapter aside. Now, do you know this incident which is going on right now? The latest NAP, New Education Policy, National Education Policy. Now, the central government is trying to remove all the chapters related to the Mughals and all. Now, this is the opinion from the editorial person. He said, you cannot understand India's history if you keep the Mughals aside. Because Mughals were part of the Indian history. They ruled India. If at all we remove Mughals, then it is like hard to compare. It is like Indians did not exist during that period. So point adi ante Mughals ruling kuda ikkada important ani cheptunnaru. We cannot make the history of India keeping the Mughals aside. Now tell me your answer. What is the answer? It is hard to understand the history of modern India under the contribution of Mughals. What must be there? What must be there? That is your answer. What is that? It is not under. It is without the contribution of Mughals, you cannot frame Indian history. That is a thing. Prepositional error. How many of you got this answer? The answer చిన్న preposition error అయినా కూడా ఆ సెంటెన్స్ అర్థం చేసుకునే విధానంలోనే ఆన్సర్ ఉంటుంది. అంటే రీడింగ్ క్లియర్గా రావాలి. నెక్స్ట్ చూడండి. What is the next sentence here? Words like Wakalatnama, Kacheri, Darbar, we owe all them to the Mughals. Let me give you one hint, okay? You need to just swap 2 words. You will get the capture. Just swap. You don't need to change, just swap. What is that? Words like all these words, okay? Because of all these words, we owe, subject and verb, we owe, not all them. It must be, we owe them all what? All to the Mughals. Not them to the Mughals, we owe them all to the Mughals. All అనేది మనకు 2 Mughals తోనే కంబైన్ అవ్వాలి ఇక్కడ. Okay, so you need to just swap these 2. That is one error. Next one, today in a large number of Indians. First of all మనం ఇక్కడ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సింది large number, a good number, a large number of, a good number of, a huge number of. ఇవన్నీ తర్వాత మనకు రావాల్సిన ఓన్లీ ప్లూరల్ నౌన్. This one rule we have. The number of is followed by singular noun. We already know this rule, right? Today, when a large number of Indians consider Lord Ram as a major deity, we have to thank Tulsidas, who wrote his version of Ramayana during the Mughal period. Can you find out the error in this sentence? First of all, today refers to which tense related word? Present. We have to go with the present words. Now, do we have the present word here or not? Consider. Yes or no? What else we have here? We have to think present or past? Present. Do you have any other relevance to the tense here? Who wrote version of Ramayana? The fellow who wrote at that time. Past? Okay, consider. Fine, no problem. Still, we can find one error. What is the error we can find? Amma? Is version of Ramayana. We are speaking about one version of Ramayana, not the Ramayana. The Ramayana which we have now, it has gone under so many changes. First version rasindi evaru nandi ikkada Tulsidas. Tulsidas who wrote his version. His version in the sense it cannot be used as the it cannot be considered a holy book because it is just only his part, his version. Inkoka part undi error. This is not the error. Still there is one more error. During the Mughal period, okay, no problem. Inka during the Mughal period, in the sense at that time, still there is one more error. The Rama, no. Consider, name, call, appoint are not followed by as this rule we have seen in the conjunctions. These verbs are followed by only as in the case of passive voice, not in the active voice. As active or passive? Active, as is out. So, any errors unnai manaku already? 3 errors unnai. Ante 3 errors unnai, but we don't have that option. Okay. Now, how is the RC? RC ఎలా ఉంది? RC ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తారండి. RC ఈజీగానే ఉంది. ఏది ఈజీగా ఉందో చెప్తాను. దాంట్లో అట్లీస్ట్ ఒక 2-3 క్వశ్చన్ తెచ్చుకోవచ్చు. ఫస్ట్ గో టు క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 92. Question number 92. Why did I take you to that question? Why did I say an easy question? What is the hint there? All are numbers. Whenever there is a question in RC related to numbers, percentages, names, places, అంటే ఇవన్నీ కూడా పర్టికులర్ వేస్ అవుతాయి. You may eliminate them or you can make use of them. You can do either of them. ఎందుకంటే our RC లో అప్లై చేసినప్పుడు you can immediately find out those hints. What are the numbers that are given here? 6,192, 7,540. Another one is what here? Fourth option lo em icharu 11.2%. Fifth option lo em icharu 10th position 2013-14. Ivi meer cross check cheyaleda? Numbers e unnai kada? All the numbers you can see directly in the options. Next go to 93. What is there in 93? Which of the following are the steps to counter over reliance on China? చైనా మీద ఓవర్ రిలేటెడ్గా లేకుండా అంటే ఓవర్గా డిపెండ్ అవ్వకుండా ఉండాలి అంటే ఏం చేయాలి? కౌంటర్ ఏం చేయాలి అన్నారు. నౌ లెట్ మీ టేక్ యూ టు దిస్ క్వశ్చన్ పాయింటింగ్ టు ఇప్పుడు మనం ఫస్ట్లో బిగినింగ్ ఒక 2 సెంటెన్స్ కలిపాం కదా. మనం 1 and 2 కర్బింగ్ వర్డ్ ఉంది కదా. కర్బింగ్ వర్డ్ గో టు ఆర్సీ 13th లాస్ట్ ప్లేస్ కర్బింగ్ అని ఉంది కదా. ఆ పార్ట్ అక్కడ నుండి మీరు అంతా చదవండి. 4-5 lines మీకు ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది. ఐ వాంట్ టెల్ ద ఆన్సర్. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ 95. Which of the following are the most valued experts of India according to the passage అన్నారు. Now go to the second error sentence అన్న హైలైట్ చేసింది. దాని పార్ట్ కింద మీకు do you see the marks like this? I don't know whether it is less than or greater than. There is one line in the second paragraph. ఆ పార్ట్ లో చదవండి, మీకు అక్కడ ఆన్సర్ దొరుకుతుంది. You will find the answer there. Okay. Next one, I want you to go to question number 87-88. Question number 87-88. Question number 87-88. Can you read the 3 questions in 87? 87 on the 3 questions of such author. Will more countries follow Japan? Another one, will raising oil prices threaten the West cap price cap? Next one, why did the West impose a price cap on Russian oil? Next 88 lo undi, how much it costs more for Russia to produce a barrel of oil than that of Japan? Next one, Why is Japan taking ranks with the West? Next one, will more countries follow the Western countries? అంటే మనం ఇక్కడ రెండు కంట్రీస్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాం ఇక్కడ. వాట్ ఆర్ దే? క్వశ్చన్ చూస్తే మనకు అర్థమైంది. వాట్ ఆర్ దే? Japan and Russia. What is the issue? Oil related, oil price related. Now can't you read this? Can't you read this? And I will tell you this is the article taken from April 16 newspaper. You just have to frame your questions. Can't you read this? How much time do you need to read this? How much time do you need? How much time do you need? 15. Okay, let me tell you one thing. In most cases, you may have to avoid these type of questions in the exam. We mostly just grammar related questions choosundam. If at all you feel like, okay, I can handle this indirect like reading based part A or section A unnante questions handle chestam anukunte, you have to check the size or length of the RC first, the paragraphs first. If you are able to judge the paragraph within hardly 2 to 2.5 minutes, that's it. Now don't even go beyond that. You have to read within 2 to 2.5 minutes. Read in the sense not just reading, read, analyze and understand. Only then you can answer the questions below. If it is not possible, don't touch it because you will run into the negative marks. Don't do it. Okay. What is the above one? Once can you check that? 86, that is related to Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. There are some amendments. Amendments and changes. There are some changes. Here the question is, you have to decide which of the 5 following questions can be asked from the above asked again. So this is all about how you understand an information. Within me point cheppanu, thinking from the point of view of the exam paper sector. మీకు ముందే ఈ ఇందు ఎడిటర్ పెట్టి బాబు దీని నుండి ఆర్సీ క్వశ్చన్స్ తయారు చేయని చెప్పారు. మీరైతే ఏం క్వశ్చన్ ఇస్తారు అంతే, వెరీ సింపుల్. మీరు ఆ క్వశ్చన్ ఇవ్వాలంటే ముందు ఏం చేయాలి? మీరు అక్కడ అదంతా చదవాలి. చదివి ఓకే స్టూడెంట్స్కి నేను ఏం క్వశ్చన్ ఇవ్వగలను, ఆ అనలైజింగ్ స్కిల్ వచ్చేటట్టుంటే ఎక్స్టెన్సివ్ రీడింగ్ స్కిల్ ఉండాలి. ఆ స్కిల్ ఉందా? నేర్చుకుంటే వచ్చేదేనా? వచ్చేదే. రాన్నైతే ఏది లేదు. ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది? రీడ్ చేయాలి. ఏం రీడ్ చేసి వస్తుంది? స్వాతి మ్యాగజైన్ కాదు. ఏం చదవాలి? హిందూ న్యూస్ పేపర్. ఇప్పుడు దీంట్లో చెప్పాను కదా ఎన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎక్కడెక్కడ నుండి వచ్చాయని. మ్యాక్సిమం క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆర్ టేకెన్ ఫ్రమ్ ద రైట్. సో డోంట్ ఫర్గెట్ టు రీడ్ ద పేపర్. హౌ మెనీ ఆఫ్ యు రెడ్ టుడేస్ పేపర్? టుడేస్ పేపర్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ ఆఫ్టర్ హాఫ్ అంటే పేపర్ మొత్తమా? జస్ట్ రెడ్ అంటే నేను హిందూ పేపర్ అంటే నేను ఏం పడుతుంది ఎప్పుడు ఎడిటోరియల్. హౌ మెనీ ఆఫ్ రెడ్ టుడేస్ ఎడిటోరియల్? దట్స్ ఇట్. స్పోర్ట్స్ చదివిన వాళ్ళు ఎవరున్నారా? డోంట్ టచ్ స్పోర్ట్స్ కాలమ్స్. Read. There is one editorial. Another one is sometimes another paper comes with the spotlight. The heading is spotlight. Paper కాదు, హిందూలోనే ఉంటుంది. ఎడిటోరియల్ హెడ్డింగ్ ఎలా అంటే స్పాట్లైట్ అనేది ఉంటుంది. ఆ స్పాట్లైట్లో కూడా మనకి ఇంపార్టెంట్. అది కూడా ప్రొఫెషనల్ అనేది ఎడిటోరియల్ లాగానే ఉంటుంది. యూ కెన్ రీడ్ ఇట్ ఈవెన్ ద రైట్. థ్యాంక్ యూ. సీ యూ.